Lies, reasonable doubt, and the jury. So this is going to be 99 Ways to Rob Part 4. And so what this one was dealing with is I keep pointing to, and I've said this in previous videos, getting access to the daily court transcripts. And if you can't get access to them yourself, there are different videos that have been posted online from YouTube vloggers that got access to those transcripts. So, you can watch those particular videos and hear the commentary. But the thing that I want to touch on today is dealing with lies, reasonable doubt, and the jury. There was a lot of reasonable doubt that was in R. Kelly's trial. And the unfortunate part about it is, with all the reasonable doubt that existed, he still ended up being convicted, which is a travesty of justice. In particular, is I want to touch on this age thing. Now, two of the accusers in the trial, Jerronda Pace and Azriel Clary, they both admitted on the stand that they lied about their age to R. Kelly. And in specific to Azriel, her mother, via text messages to Robert Kelly impersonating Azriel, lied to him about Azriel's age as well. So my thing would be, if R. Kelly, if he's had such an affinity to underage minor girls, then what need would you have to lie to him about your age? I mean, that's a key question to ask and have answered, because to most critical thinkers that I'm associated with, the only reason that you're going to lie to R. Kelly about your age is if you have nefarious intentions going on. Meaning you already know about his past, already know what he's been accused of. He went through the 2008 trial and he was, convicted on, I'm sorry, not convicted, but he was acquitted on all the counts of child pornography. You know that he's had a long history of accusations of dealing with underage girls. So to me, the only reason why you would lie about your age to him is if you had nefarious intentions in mind. Like, for example, if you're trying to set him up and entrap him. So like if you look at Jerronda Pace, for example, you tell him that you're of age, you're at least 18 years old. I think she said she was 19 and she had fake ID to prove it. Okay, well, then after you supposedly had sexual relations with him, you then want to turn around and tell him what your real age was, 16. So take a moment to think about that. As if you're the jury, you hear a accuser on the stand that's saying that when she initially got with him, she told him she was of age and she had ID to prove it. But after they had sexual relations is when she say, "Oh, well, I'm not really that age. I'm actually 16 years old." Now, to me, any competent, sane, untainted jury would see that as, well, that sounds to me like you entrapped this man. Because why would you lie about your age like that and then have sex with him and then turn around after the fact and say, "Oh, well, no, that's not really my age." And in testimony, I think she said after, they had sexual relations, she felt uncomfortable about it. I guess basically lying to him. But by then, it's too late. You've already done it. So even if you come clean, you already lied to him to begin with. Same with Azriel Clary and her mother. Why, if you are supposedly auditioning music wise with R. Kelly to potentially get a deal or maybe do some type of collab with him, why would you lie about your age? You don't have to be 18 years old in order to audition for a musician and potentially end up doing some music with them and or potentially getting a music deal. You don't have to be 18 years old. So my thinking is, if you're gonna lie to him like that as the accuser, and then your own mother in text messages to him in which she's impersonating you, she's doing the same thing. To me, as someone that may be sitting on a jury, that the first thing that's coming to my mind is nefarious intentions. So let's go back to the issue of reasonable doubt. If I'm sitting on a jury and most of the people that I'm associated with, as soon as we hear that these individuals lied to R. Kelly about their ages right off the bat, that's reasonable doubt. There's no way that we're gonna convict him of any type of a crime that's associated with these individuals when they are admitting on the stand that when they first, in their first encounters with him, they're letting it be known. They told him that they were of age, legal. So after the fact, if you come back in and say, and he finds out no, that was the case, they were lying. I'm not gonna convict R. Kelly of that, because as soon as I found out that you lied to this man, your testimony right there from here on out is your credibility is shot. So to me, as a jury, for you to be listening to that, and then eventually later on you go through deliberation, and once this man is convicted of, what, 8 or 9 different counts of the Mann Act, these two individuals is part of that 8 or 9. That lets me know that further lets me know that either this jury was compromised and untainted. I'm sorry, well, compromised and tainted and or paid off, because I can't see no reasonable, untainted, fair, sane jury listening to that type of testimony from accusers, and then you coming back later on and convicting that man. I just can't see that. So as far as this installment of 99 Ways to Rob, that's just another example of how R. Kelly's constitutional rights to due process and a fair trial was violated, and he was railroaded. When you have people that's revealing that they lied to him on the stand, and then you just go with that testimony and convict him anyway. Okay, y'all, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another one. Y'all have a good one. All right.